What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Venom 2, which is actually called Venom Let There Be Carnage, which has been scrutinized across the Marvel Cinematic Sony Marvel character universe. Yes, I know that's the most ridiculous title ever for a universe. The Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters. Seriously. So, we've got some official information about Venom 2, about why Venom 2 was actually delayed. And it is kind of to do with what's going on in the world, but it's more to do with they could not get the CGI and special effects done in time. So Sony's apparently had a meeting to push back every Sony movie to next year. That is why Morbius, Venom 2 and Spider-Man 3 are coming out next year. And yes, Spider-Man 3 has been pushed back because Sony Pictures basically said to Marvel Studios, we're pushing back Spider-Man 3. Now, if you don't believe me, that's up to you. But that is what's happening. Because as you know, Sony owns Spider-Man movie rights. Yes, we know with a new contract, Marvel, Disney makes a little bit more money. But at the end of the day, they still need permission to get the contract and to keep Spider-Man in the MCU. So they've got to keep happening. So basically what happened was they were like, yeah, we're pushing it back. We're not releasing Spider-Man 3 3 weeks after Venom. We're not. So that's what happened. So recently in the news, Thomas Hardy, aka Tom Hardy, is trying to be irrelevant. He's trying to make himself relevant. He's trying to make himself pop online again. So what has he done this time? So this is maybe the fifth or sixth time, maybe the eighth time. He keeps doing this. He has deleted another picture on Instagram. So what has been happening is he uploads a picture on Instagram and he immediately deletes it. So what was happening this time? It was Venom destroying Spider-Man again. This is at least the third time. It's almost like he's trying to tell us that Spider-Man is going to appear in Venom. Now, as we know, the original Venom movie did actually have a Tom Holland Peter Parker cameo role in it. But for some reason, Marvel were like, you're not having it. But now, because of the new deal, Sony has all the control. Now, if you don't want to believe this, you don't have to. But Sony Pictures has control over Spider-Man in all the MCU, in all the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the Sony universe of Spider-Man characters, which is ridiculous. So basically, they've got control. So Spider-Man will be in Venom 2. It is so apparent. It really is with Thomas Hardy. He keeps doing this. I mean, now the movie's delayed till next year. There's literally no reason for this to happen. So also there's some rumors going around that the first trailer for Venom 2 is going to appear in December. I mean, generally 6 months prior to a movie coming out, so it could be true. But we here on the channel do not think that's true. So also in the news, Andy Serkis, who is directing Venom 2. He's also in the Batman movie playing Alfred. He's also attached to Venom 2. He's directing. He's also working on editing. So he posted a very interesting clip on his Instagram account where he basically confirms something is going to happen. Now, I've had a bunch of messages on my Instagram at Warstu. Now, I thank all you guys for this. And yes, he does officially show you that he's editing Venom 2 in the background. Venom Let There Be Carnage. But he's promoting something to do with the NHS, which is the health service in England, which if basically we all get, well, basically the taxes in the UK pay for the NHS. So he says, join me for the Avenger this coming Friday, May the 8th. Stay tuned for more details on you can support the NHS and Best Beginnings. And then the hashtag is at NHS Heroes Best Beginnings. But what is interesting is everyone seems to think that there's a Venom trailer dropping this coming Friday because he said he wants to invite you to something this coming Friday. It literally makes no sense because he said he's editing this little number, which is Venom 2, and you're going to see it in June, which is over a year away. So they're not going to drop the first trailer, but he shows you Gollum from The Lord of the Rings with a gaming headset on. So it looks like Andy Serkis is going to be doing some kind of live stream Twitch thing, maybe. But yeah, I've had a bunch of people saying, yeah, Warstu, what's up? What is good? That kind of stuff. And then they're like, yeah, we're getting a new trailer this week. But no, this does not mean anything. He's just showing you what he's doing in isolation. It looks like he's still in London, still in England, because it's an event for the NHS. And if he wasn't in London, then I don't think he'd be doing it towards the NHS. But I don't know much about the guy. He might even be English. I'm not even sure on that one. Is he? But anyway, obviously he was, I presume, was in England because he seems to be on lockdown in England in quarantine. So he's doing something cool for the NHS, which is awesome. So I thought I'd post a little video because I haven't done a Marvel video in a few days now, and I've been bombarded with messages about this Tom Hardy posting another image of Venom destroying Spider-Man again and then deleting it ever so soon. I mean, I could try and reach out to Tom Hardy, but he won't reply, and be like, yo, Tom, why do you keep deleting images on Instagram? I thought that's what I do. But yeah, it's pretty funny because you remember like a while back now when everyone's like, yes, the Venom 2 trailer is coming because Andy Serkis posted about it on his Instagram account. Well, that was fake. It never ever was posted yet. People keep telling me to this day that it was real. It wasn't. This Tom Hardy post, he's posted it a bunch of times. It is definitely real. I have evidence of it. I'm not going to overlay it because it's not needed, but I guarantee Thomas Hardy will keep trying to do this, which is interesting because the movie doesn't come out till next year. We've had the first official teaser of the logo, if you like. I'm not really impressed with a Let There Be Carnage logo. There's a dude on Instagram, I overlay it right now, who did a better teaser logo than the actual official one, which is pretty kind of shocking. So hopefully this movie will be cool, but it's looking like Tom Holland will be in this movie because Tom Hardy said so, and he keeps dropping images, which is pretty darn cool. So also in the news, seeing this is a Marvel video, Ryan Reynolds isn't sure when Deadpool 3 is happening. So as we know, there's been lots of fake news and all this kind of stuff of people talking about all these massive projects coming during, what's going on in the world at the moment. There isn't really any real news. That's why I haven't backed off the Marvel content recently. So Ryan Reynolds has come out recently. This is a few days old now. And he says this: I don't feel like an insider at all. I think once I'm more intimate with it, if we can get to make Deadpool 3, if or when we get to make a Deadpool 3. So that sounds to me like there isn't actually going to be a Deadpool 3. Has he just debunked the fact that there is no Deadpool 3? I probably have a better perspective on that. But I'm a huge Marvel fan. No, you're not, bro. You're just saying that because you're going to be working Marvel. Seriously, you're not. Really? No, you're not. And how they make movies. So when Disney bought Fox, I only saw that as a good thing. And a lot of people actually in my comment section see this as a bad thing because you're not going to get R-rated Deadpool anymore. You're going to get the House and the Mouse Deadpool. So hopefully they can at least let you keep it at a 15, if not an 18. I saw that as a good thing. Deadpool hopefully being allowed to play in the sandbox. I think it's just a win for everyone involved, but we'll certainly see. Now, I don't think it's a win in the sandbox if the sandbox is a PG-13 movie. Imagine Deadpool trying to be in a movie without being able to swear. I mean, he is an R-rated character, so the fact that Deadpool could be in the MCU in the next 3 years is cool, but only if they let Deadpool actually be Deadpool and don't water him down massively. Now, I've seen the dispute online about what's going to happen with Deadpool in the MCU, and they've come out Bob Iger, but can you trust Bob Iger? Because Bob Iger stepped down from being the Disney CEO, and all of a sudden he's the CEO again. Can you trust the House and the Mouse? I don't think you can, guys. I mean, you step down and then all of a sudden you're stepping back up. It's like, bro, but you only stepped down for CEO of Disney literally a month ago. I think it was more like 2 weeks. And now again, he's been the top CEO of Disney again after stepping down after Bob Chico. I think that's how you say it. Bob Chico, something like that. After someone else who was head of operations for the Disneyland parks took over the whole of Disney, and now essentially Bob Iger's taking his role back. So can we trust the House in the Mouse? I don't know. So technically, this is a Deadpool 3 official update from Ryan Reynolds himself, and the official update is Ryan Reynolds apparently has no freaking clue what is popping YouTube or what is even going up. He does sound positive and optimistic, but I think Ryan Reynolds knows himself. It's going to be a PG-13. Now, the bad thing about this is that you remember when everyone said Deadpool was going to appear in Avengers 4? Are they really going to have an R-rated Deadpool and then have a PG-13 Deadpool in the Avengers? No. It's kind of like the situation where Venom is generally a 15 Now, if they bring Spider-Man over, can they really keep the continuity of having it being a PG-13? I don't know, but it's going to be interesting, guys. So I'm only going to deliver you Marvel Cinematic Universe news and Sony Spider-Man-verse news when there's real information, guys. So let me know down below. Is Deadpool actually ever going to come out? We've been hearing about Deadpool for such a long time. Deadpool 2 realistically didn't do that great compared to Deadpool 1. Now, they tested out once upon a Deadpool, and it flopped. It really did flop. It flopped so hard that it was a 15 in England, so it made no sense because it was meant to be a PG movie, but then in England it was a 15 anyway, which made absolutely no sense. Like, guys, like always, let me know, is Tom Hardy confirming that Venom and Spider-Man will be going toe-to-toe in Venom Let There Be Carnage? I don't know why, because it's called Let There Be Carnage, not Let There Be Spider-Man. And did Ryan Reynolds really say anything? He just said, I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on. I feel like an outsider, not an insider. Deadpool has literally teased the MCU in both movies already, but it's going to be interesting to find out if he actually is ever allowed to come in and if they're going to change the continuity and if we can trust Bob Iger himself. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.